Hi, this is Kelly, and we're going to ask her a few questions regarding her purchasing of a laptop computer. So, Kelly, how old are you?
I'm 20.
And where are you from?
New York.
Okay. Alright, so you're in the market to be buying a new laptop in the next few months, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know yet what kind of laptop you're going to buy?
I'm gonna buy a Mac.
A Mac. Okay. Do you have a Mac already? Or
Yep.
You do. And how long have you had your Mac for?
I've had it for 5 years.
5? Wow. Okay.
I think it's 5 years.
Yeah, no, that's good. And obviously, because you're buying another Mac, I'm taking it you like your Mac that you have? Okay. When you bought your first Mac 5 years ago, did you put a lot of thought into like when you bought it? Did you do like research or?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research.
Oh, okay. And since you've had that Mac, do you think you've paid more attention to the Apple product as a whole and Macs?
Yeah, I noticed commercials more than I did before.
Good. Okay, yeah. And when you see like a Mac PC ad, what kind of draws you in about the Mac? Like,
the Mac guy always looks more relatable, and the PC guy always looks old and nerdy.
yeah. Okay, I see that.
Annoying.
Do you recognize the Apple brand based on like an image or like color scheme, song? Like, is there just something about that brand that kind of like?
Probably the actual Apple
Yeah. It's like
and iPods and everything.
Mm-hmm. And there you kind of like relate the iPod and like all those kinds of products with the Mac and Apple.
Yep.
Okay. What are your associations? We kind of were just talking about the Apple brand. What do you like? Do you have any like kind of like adjectives or something that like you associate with the Apple brand?
Probably young and more entertaining and funner.
Okay. And then what about HP?
Boring. And I don't know, I just don't like them.
Yeah. And would you say that's the same for pretty much any PC brand? Like, what are even other ones? Dell,
Macs look
IBM.
prettier too. All the
Yeah.
PCs look old and
They're not really like appealing the style.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Now, in purchasing your Mac the last time and kind of for this next time when you get your new one, are you purchasing more because you want it or because you think you need it?
because I want it.
Because you want it, okay. And in buying your last one and in this future one, was pricing an issue? I mean, obviously Macs are a little bit more expensive for the most part, but even with that pricing aspect, like
Even though it's more expensive, I think it's worth it.
more worth it, okay. And if price wasn't a factor, do you think you still would have picked the same
Yeah,
thing? Obviously,
definitely.
yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Do a lot of your friends have Macs, or do you find more of them have PCs?
More than a Max.
Macs. Okay. And do you think that kind of persuaded you at all in buying your Mac, or?
I think so, because I used to go over their houses and play on theirs.
Yeah.
So I
So it kind of seemed like And do you? I mean, this kind of sounds, but do you think you'd feel a little like left out if you didn't have a Mac when like all your friends have one? Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Okay. Has the news in the media about Apple kind of made you more like excited to buy like their product, like because they kind of hype up their products more? Do you think it makes you drawn more to their product?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then this kind of relates back to your first purchase, because you haven't gotten the new one yet. Were you like happy with your decision, your purchase when you first made it?
Yeah, I was really happy with it.
Did you like for 1 second at all think, oh, I wish I got a PC, or?
No.
Not really. That was a quick answer. Even though you have a Mac now, like, do you still find yourself doing a little research before you buy your next one?
Yeah,
Just
just
to
see
kind of-
the new styles that are out and the new
Okay.
technology.
I think I may have even asked this earlier, but obviously you've had your laptop now for 5 years, you're getting a new one. Did at any point you think like, oh, maybe I'll look into buying a PC, or do you think it's kind of like you have that loyalty to Mac now, so you're kind of like...
I think I just had that loyalty to Mac.
Yeah. And do you know anyone that like still has a PC that you think is like loyal to the PC, or like are they kind of...
No.
Yeah, not really.
Not
Yeah.
really.
So it seems like a lot of people are moving towards Macs. Okay, some people see that the Apple brand and Macs in general have like a higher like status. They're a little more sleek. It's obvious that they're more expensive. So do you think that kind of influenced your decision? Like, if people see you with the Mac, like, it seems like you have, like, higher status sort of thing?
I don't think so.
No, it's
Not
just,
really.
yeah, okay. But it's still, like, you think it does look a little, like, sleeker?
I think it looks better, but I
Yeah.
don't think it needs you to have a higher status.
Okay.
on Mac.
Have you ever had a problem with your Mac since you've had it?
No, not really.
No? Oh, wow, that's good. Good for the Mac product. Have you had any other, I mean, has there been any reason you've had to deal with, like, Apple customer service ever, or?
Yeah, one time I had to go for my iPod, so I just brought it in and I got online at the Genius Bar with, and other people were there with their MacBooks, and everyone was really helpful, and it didn't take that long.
So, I mean, if you ever had an issue with your MacBook, you think?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a problem.
That's good. So before you had your Mac, the one that you bought, like the previous one, I'm assuming that you were using a PC?
Yeah.
So you're familiar with, like, the Microsoft Office software?
Yep.
And when you bought your Mac, did you find that it was difficult to adjust to their programs on their computer because you weren't able to use that?
No, because Mac let me buy a disk, and I wasn't able to download my software and Excel and all that onto my Mac.
Oh.
So
And
I
it's
still get to use it.
the same software is, like, compatible with
Yeah.
the Mac? Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. And then, seems like you are pretty happy with your Mac. You've had one for 5 years, you're buying another one. Do you think, like, down the line, unless something drastically changes with the brand or, like, your feelings towards the Mac, do you think you'll continue to buy Mac computers, whether they be laptops or, like, desktops down the line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think, like, even, like, growing up, if having kids, stuff like that, a family, you think you'll constantly have a Mac in your
Yeah,
house?
I would definitely want my kids to have Macs.
Really? Okay. Well, it seems like she's a pretty loyal Mac user, and that's about it.
Bye.